After 8 years of being weaker than Ben Carson's coffee, the House Democrats finally have a semblance of power. And when the day started, I honestly thought this was going to be today's big story, because now that the Democrats have the House, there are so many questions. You know, what is their plan for working with Trump? Will Nancy Pelosi reprise her role as Speaker? Will Bernie Sanders MC my birthday party? You know, questions we all have about the future of the country. So we thought today's news would be focused on all of that. But then President Trump stood up and said, no, you guys might have taken control of the House, but the news cycle will always be mine.
Fireworks from the East Room of the White House just a short time ago as President Trump repeatedly clashing with members of the media.
On the campaign trail, you called yourself a nationalist. Some people saw that as emboldening white nationalists. Now people are also saying
I don't know why you'd
that
say
the
that. It's such a racist question. Let me tell you, it's a racist question. I think you should let me run the country, you run CNN,
all right.
And if you did it well, your ratings would be much better.
If I may ask one other question.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't treat people that way. Go ahead. Go ahead, Peter. Go ahead.
In Jim's defense, I've traveled with him and watched him. He's a diligent reporter who busts his butt.
Well, I'm not
like
a big
the rest
fan
of
of
us.
yours either.
Oh! Damn, that escalated fast. What happened there? Peter Alexander just tried to be that guy who steps in to stop the fight and then ended up getting punched in the face. That's what happened. Mr. President, you bring inappropriate. Your mama's inappropriate. But look, I mean, as troubling as this was, let's be honest. Trump attacking the press, this is something we've seen 100 times before. What we haven't seen is how the president plans to work with the new Democratic House.
I really believe that we have a chance to get along very well with the Democrats. We should get along and get deals done. Now, we can investigate. They look at us, we look at them. It goes on for 2 years. Then at the end of 2 years, nothing's done. Now, what's bad for them is, being in the majority, I'm just going to blame them. You understand? I'm going to blame them. They're the majority. Honestly, it makes it much simpler for me. They will be blamed.
You know, as shameless as that is, I somehow appreciate that Trump just told us his entire evil plots. He's like a cliched movie bad guy. And even if it's not their fault, I'll blame the Democrats for everything. Mwahaha! 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 Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you telling us this? Because it's what villains do. Mwahaha! They'll never see it coming. Mwahaha! And now, to be honest with you, there's no highlights that I can show you from this press conference that can do it justice. Because it was an hour and a half of crazy Trump at his finest. He accused the media of dividing the country. He trashed Republicans who wouldn't bow down to him. And he even threatened to investigate the Democrats if they used the House to investigate Russia or his tax returns. Like, Trump was raging mad. And then, what was hilarious is that in the middle of all this chaos, this was one of my favorite moments. He had to take questions from a bunch of people who couldn't even speak American.
So how you focus on the trade and economic issue with Japan? Will you ask Japan to do more, or will you change your tone?
I really don't understand you.
It's the election of two Muslim women. One of them is veiled to the House, which is making history. Is this a rebuke of this message, do you think?
I don't understand what you're saying. What?
President Erdogan said he's not going to follow your sanctions and he's going to keep buying oil from...
Who said that?
President Erdogan. Turkey.
I know.
I know exactly, I know. Yeah. You tell me first, but I know. What the hell's going on there? Trump can't understand anyone with an accent? That would be so weird because he lives with Melania, okay? That makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Unless that's probably why they're still together. She's like, Donald, I want divorce. I don't understand what you're saying. I want divorce. Okay, fine, I'll get you a horse. Every day, she asks for a horse, so cute. She says she wants to file. You don't need to file for a horse, you can just get one, baby. I'll just buy you one.